think of selecting this replacement import?
No, I gave him a hug and I said, I'm sorry you didn't win the best import award. And he turned to me and laughed. He said, this is so much better. And that's just representative of who he is. You know, I remember scouting him in the summer league, NBA summer league. And I thought, wow, what a guy would really do well in the Philippines. But you know, he was a little bit more one-dimensional back then. He was more of just a 3 and D guy. He was a stretch 4, shot a lot of 3 points, but proved he could play bigger guys and play against bigger guys, even though he was only 6'5". So, but you know, those kind of guys usually do well here. But the thing about Justin that has so impressed me is that while he's been here, his game has improved so tremendously from when we first came in terms of just being a normal stretch 4. I mean, now he handles the ball, he plays mid-range, he gets to the basket, he posts up. I mean, I was talking to my son who lives in San Francisco, and we were talking about, you know, how great Justin is and how hard it is to defend him and how happy I am that he's on my team. I would hate to have to try to guard him on the other side. Reminds me a lot, actually, of Bobby Parks. You know, when I was trying to figure out ways to guard Bobby Parks, he just could not find ways. He always would find a way to beat you, to get his shots, to get in the right positions. And you would do all these different things, you know, guard him with different people, double him in different areas, press up on him, back up on him. I mean, no matter what you did, Bobby Parks found a way to do it, to figure a way through it. And that's exactly what Justin does. You can guard him in a certain way, and it'll confuse him for maybe, you know, you can see it on his face, he's a little confused, what should I do? But you give him 3 or 4 minutes, and he's figured it out, and he's moved on. Really an amazing skill that he has. But to me, from when we got him to where he is now, he's just made leaps and leaps of improvement. And the one thing my son said, he said, sorry, Dad, but you know, Justin's in the wrong league. He shouldn't be in the PBA. He should be in the NBA playing as a star somewhere if he had been given a chance. Because he's improved that much. He's an NBA caliber guy. I don't think there's any doubt. And I'm not going to tell Eric Spoelstra that, because Eric might scout out and steal him. So and keep quiet on it. I don't want anybody coming home from the NBA and taking him away. So we expect to bring him back in the second conference next time, and the third conference after that. And he certainly deserves a break, physically, you know, physical-wise, during the Al Filipino. But he'll be back next year. I mean, and I think he'll be better even next year than he was this year.
Coach, 30 years of coaching in the PBA and continuously winning.
Well, winning never gets old. I think that's number one. I mean, to watch our guys get excited and to push hard for something and to achieve it, and seeing, you know, being a part of that is, and watching them, you know, really battle for it. And there's no greater feeling than that. And then the idea of, you know, coaching in Ginebra, honestly, it's just a different feeling. You know, you realize, just, I was talking earlier to Chino, Trinidad, and we were talking about the, you know, the Ta'al situation, and, you know, it's been literally a dark cloud over that area there, and you know, with us winning, you know, hopefully we bring a little sunshine to their lives over there, and that's our responsibility. I mean, we have such a big responsibility to all the fans to bring some sunshine, and I know when we win games that there is some sunshine that's given out, and that's a great responsibility that we have. And I don't know, it's just a great honor coaching in Ginebra. And like I said, it's always coaching in Ginebra is like coaching the national team. And you talked about 30 years, you know, no doubt about it, coming to Ginebra has really, you know, reinvigorated me, you know, as a coach, and, you know, feeling all the attention from the fans and stuff. It keeps you going, keeps you moving, and no time to slow down. No time to slow down. So I'm enjoying it. My mentor, Tex Winter, coached until he was 86. You know, you never know. I doubt it, but you never know. I'll just be happy to be alive at 86.
When you were in the process of acquiring Stanley Finger, what was your reaction?
I really wasn't involved in the process. That was all Coach Al, and you know he came to me and he mentioned that Stanley would be a great piece to our puzzle. He can lift us to another level, and he said I think we can get him, and I said basically whatever it takes, and he went through all the work and did all the work, and I wasn't really that strongly involved in it, but I was sitting around with my fingers crossed and hoping. So like I said earlier, first of all, let me say that nothing that we do does not go past our boss, RSA. I mean, he has his finger in every little thing we do. And he mostly instigates things. He's the one who's instigating it all the time. He's the one decided on personnel, coaching staffs, drafts. He's all involved in all of that. It's really amazing. Here he is running this multi-billion-dollar corporation, and he has time to really figure out what's going on with all the basketball teams. He's an amazing man, truly, and it's amazing, working for him and watching him in action. So he really is the architect of all these teams and what we do, and I'm just the guy who steers on the steering wheel and steering it. But he gives me all the tools, and he really believes in equipping his guys, and he does a great job of it. So I'm pleased to be there. And Coach Al, who's his right-hand man and really good friend, they work really well together, and they, he looks at all the teams and tries to find a balance. He doesn't take, Coach Al doesn't look at San Miguel, I'm going to make San Miguel strong without making Ginebra strong, without making Purefoot strong. I mean, he's really good about, equalizing all of us out and keeping us all competitive. And so Al's been a tremendous boss for me. Al's personality, it was a little bit frightening in the beginning when Al was so strong, and I was a little bit, I wasn't sure how it was going to work out, but he has just been fantastic to me, fantastic, and I appreciate all that he's done for us and all the players. Truly, he's been a really good friend, and helped me to do my job.
Coach, the All Filipinos, the only conference club that wants
Well, like I said earlier, that's really the target right now. I think we're all motivated for it. LA, they spoke about it earlier and said that he hasn't won an All-Filipino yet. He's won import conferences, but not an All-Filipino yet. And, again, we love Justin, and we always feel when Justin steps onto the floor, we have a chance. But when you win an All-Filipino, you are the best team. San Miguel has had an incredible monopoly on the All-Filipino in the last 5 years. And it's well deserved. They are a special, special team. And obviously we are all trying, all of us. Doesn't matter who we are, Pure Foods, Ginebra, Talking Tex, Columbia, we all want to get that All-Filipino championship. So, that's what they call the crown jewel of the 3 championships. And so, needless to say, we're going to be motivated. And I think Stanley gives us our best chance. Having Stanley now, having that constant threat on the floor is going to open up things for everybody else. He almost plays an import-like role out there on the floor. So you have to account for him, and that's going to open up for everybody else. And it gives guys like, again, Japeth and Greg the opportunity to really step forward and be the dominant guys instead of kind of stepping back and allowing the import to do that. You win the All-Filipino, you're the best team. There's no doubt about it. We have the best import, so Durham is right there. We'll always have that prejudice that we have the best import, and that's why we win. But when we win the All Filipino, it'll be all about, be all about us. By the way, let me just add that we made 3 key adjustments in this series. Actually today in this game, but earlier also in this series. And I just want to say every one of them came from Richard Del Rosario. Came from his ideas. And I get all the credit for it. But everybody said, wow, Coach Tim makes such great adjustments when I'm not doing any of them.
The sun is here.
Yeah, I noticed. When he leaves, I'll tell you what a jerk Coach Richard is. I'll tell you the real truth. No, I just want to add that because he made some incredible adjustments in the game, and it's up to me to decide whether to prioritize it, take it, not discard it, because we're getting ideas from Coach Olson, Coach Kirk, Coach Freddie. We're getting all ideas from everybody, even LA and Joe. They all give us ideas. It's up to me to prioritize, but the ones Richards came up with, they were the ones that we went with, and each one of them were successful and changed the series for us. So I honestly don't think I'd be sitting here without Richard. I think he needs to be recognized.
Coach, can we know those adjustments or are those not?
Well, no, just I think that just things like we needed to get up and press, and Newsom was really beating us off ball screens, and so we changed the matchup with Scotty on his suggestion, and then we pushed up on him and battled the screens harder, going under or over on the screens, and as opposed to our normal defense, and that kind of got Newsom a little bit more under control, especially in games 3 and 4. He did a much better job tonight in games 5. He kind of figured it out this game tonight. But I thought that was a big turning point in that game 3 when we came out and started. We took Newsom off the floor a little bit, and that allowed us to put a little bit more attention on Durham. And then just some adjustments we did on Durham defensively as well. Bringing Scotty to the middle of the floor. In the second half, we made Scotty bring the ball to the middle of the floor and started executing with ball screens because Durham was guarding him. That was another one of Richards. Let's do that. And that kind of got us going there in the early part of the third quarter. Got us a couple easy baskets. One of them was the Stanley screen, and he screened for Stanley, and he rolled, and Stanley gave him a pass, and he got a 3-point play off the layup that kind of got the crowd going. So, and I could go on and on, but just those are some of the key examples of things that I got so many things to think about. I can't think about them all. That's why you have a staff, and I rely on Richard. I just think he's a great adjustment coach. He just sees the game really well, and we have a great relationship, and we've had this ever since Pure Foods, and that's the big reason why I forced they wanted him to stay and coach Pure Foods when I came to Ginebra, and I said, no way, you're coming with me, bud. And so I brought him with me to Ginebra, and he made that sacrifice of not going over and coaching at Pure Foods. So we have a great relationship. Now, can you leave so I can tell the real truth?
What you just don't want to get rid.
Yeah, I'm ready to stay here for another hour. My wife is waiting for me, though. She's going to be a little upset. Is that it?
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.